Jim's farming. Just up checking on the ewes and lambs. With the dogs. Just brought the lambs a bit of crate. Just to keep those topped up. Did a big kick going down the road earlier. Big digger. Dog is an idiot. Quite a lot of gnats coming through here, and thistles. Generally top this patch off. Once we grazed it a bit, I tried spraying it, but doesn't seem to get on top of it really. Come by! Right, the dog's pushing the sheep out. I hope she's not going to take them all the way down the bottom of that field, because I've left the gate open onto the road. That dog has got something wrong with her. Bit of a quiet day today. Been having a bit of a walk around some of the crops. So looking pretty good. Been messing about with the sprayer a little bit. So our sprayer's supposed to have, it was bought second hand about 3 years now. 24 metre John Deere mounted sprayer. Pretty uncommon. Don't think there's a whole lot of them out there, or there isn't any more. But actually it doesn't do too bad a job. It's got automatic rate control, working off a sensor I put on the wheel. So it didn't actually buy it with one, but yeah, found one for probably about 30 quid. John Deere genuine one, we're talking hundreds, so a bit of a cheapskate, got that working. So yeah, that does a nice job. But yeah, so it's got a boom recirculation system on it, and I kind of had a feeling it wasn't working, but I had a bit of time this week and investigated it a bit, and one of the valves was stuck and the other one was wired in the wrong way. So I put that right and got that going today, which is good. That means when I finish spraying I can flush the line through with clean water. It's got a clean water tank on it, and it'll keep the spray sort of preload the lines with spray when I start going into the field. Pretty simple system actually, but yeah, wasn't really working. Don't think it's worked since I got it. So that's good. Got a new set of nozzles coming hopefully tomorrow. Splashed out on those. There's some, not massively, I think they're a couple £100 quid, but some Billericay Farm Services X-Ray XC nozzles. So they're a low drift nozzle. So it'll be pretty good for when it's a bit windy and the spray conditions aren't that ideal. So try and get those fitted tomorrow sometime. And yeah, I was went to Lama last week and had a chat to somebody on the stand there about those, and did a pretty good job of selling them. So yeah, we'll see how they go. So I won't regret it. Getting a set. And also we've had to have dealership out to look at the Kubota. Had a bit of an issue with that, with the limit dog. Proper tyre biter. So yeah, we've had dealership out, very good. I called by there actually this morning, spoke to the workshop manager. We had an error code come up yesterday. Well, it's come up several times when Dad's been driving it, but he hasn't mentioned it to me. But essentially the left-hand shuttle has been getting a bit confused, so there's a bit of a fault with that. But there's also a couple of other issues. Got an error code, persistent error code that keeps coming up. though they haven't quite sorted that out, and there's possible issue with the brakes, which we kind of felt actually it's been a bit heavy on fuel use. I mean, it's got a 6.1 litre engine, so perhaps might think it would probably use a bit more fuel, especially, and it is a bigger tractor anyway, but yeah, we have been getting through the diesel, and as we all know, that is quite expensive at the moment. So yeah, that needs investigating. Otherwise really happy with the tractor, but yeah, just a few niggles, and I suppose it's the risk that goes with buying a sort of brand new series of tractor. So from what I know, Kubota are very good at sorting these things out, and I'm sure they'll be getting onto it very quickly, so they'll probably be back out. The fitter was very helpful. He's been out a couple of times setting it up and things, but yeah, they hopefully be out to have a look at that shortly enough, but we can still use it, which is good. So yeah, just been around the U's. I'll just go and have a walk around them. The other day we put a backline spray for fly strike. Did have a bit of a tidy up of their back ends. We'll see that when I can go and walk around them. Did find a few maggots. It's sort of got a bit warmer now, and it's a bit maggoty weather. We're probably about a month off, not quite, a bit less than a month probably off shearing. So yeah, get a bit of a treatment just to in the interim, and yeah, we've got all the ewes and lambs bunched up here together. So, well, apart from I think there's about 10 back at the farm. So yeah, it's good to have them all up together. Lambs are growing on well, and it's rolling in some sheep shit. And yeah, so we're going to have a look around. So we've got a bit of a licorice all sorts here. Texel, good Texel ram lamb there. Seeing him in Hereford Market in the autumn. Come by. Come by. And then we've got the white-faced crossbreds we bought last year in amongst them, and then these pretty mules we bought this year. Got some nice lambs. Although, it's funny, they didn't really come to feed much. They didn't come and eat much cake, so some of the lambs haven't really been doing. Texels are some greedy, hungry old buggers, and they tend to get stuck in and have a good old feed, but no, they didn't really know what the cake was, I don't think. So yeah, there's a few there that perhaps, I think that's one there, a little bit lame actually. It's a bit poorer, so you do have to be quite vigilant. I mean, they should be pretty well covered now over that well treatment. Just a spray put across their back. But yeah, this time of year, this sort of weather, very welcome drop of rain this morning. Only about 4 mil. I think there was a little bit more forecast, and we were hoping for a bit more, but it will have freshened things up a little bit. But yeah, especially this rain, you have to be a bit vigilant for them itching, getting on their backs. So we do come and check them twice a day. It's good lamb. So that one won't be far off weight. So put a bit more flesh on though, really. Number 32. One of my favourite views on the farm from up here. You can see the Black Mountains in the distance, and you can also see a friend of mine's got some 10-stem broccoli planted there under, I think it's under some fleece. It's been very dry since that went in. Come on, Daz. Good girl. Two daft dogs. I was saying about the sprayer. So yeah, basically 2 valves. Well, that's the master valve that provides spray to the booms. Then that valve and that valve was supposed to open when that one closes. It's quite a clever system, I think, really. But that valve there allows spray to go up that line, which draws spray through that line backwards through the booms. But yeah, that one was wired in the wrong way. Or, well, I say it was wired in the wrong way. It was wired in so it wasn't actually doing anything. And that one there was a bit jammed up. So, got that one freed up, thank heavens, because these valves are about, I think they're about 370 quid or something like that. I saw online. And God knows, that's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, so fortunately it's working, so quite looking forward to get my new nozzles on and doing a bit of spraying and being able to properly flush the lines out with it, and not worrying about spraying wrong chemicals on wrong crops, having residues in the lines, which I normally go and just make sure I rinse the tank out and spray plenty of water through it, so that doesn't happen. But should now give me a bit of peace of mind. I mean, I won't have to lose so much spray out to get the tank mix through the lines on the headlands. So should be fewer misses in corners. So that's good. So a quick walk over the beans next to folks' house. See there, the old Ag Open GPS has done a pretty decent job. That there's a, is that a join or is that a join? It's a job to tell. So I set the drill for 2 centimeters overlap. Pretty sure that is a join there. And it, or is that a join? It's a bloody job to tell, to be honest. So that's 4 coulters from there. That's a join. Just there. And there. You can see they're a little bit tighter together. They must have a slight slack bush or something. And I think that difficult to line my finger up the camera. There is a join. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty straight. Some golf balls growing in this field as well. And companion crop of oilseed rape is also doing very nicely. Flea beetle are having a good old chew on that. There is an awful lot of it down here, and quite a bit of ryegrass also that's come up. So with my grass issues elsewhere on the farm, perhaps it wasn't a good idea to put ryegrass in over into no use. So don't know why that's had a good old dose of Roundup and it looked pretty dead, but yeah, so not ideal. Really bad for it. Place here we had a silage bale, it's a bit bare. Look at that one, it's enormous. But yeah, beans are romping away. I think they've enjoyed that bit of rain. Tomorrow's Thursday. The agronomist will be out, and I'll probably get some spray, take out this oilseed rape. It's funny because exactly the same with the if you watched any of my other videos with the oilseed rape volunteers in the ryegrass, there's exactly where the tram lines were, where there's a lot of rape again. So I'm on a tram line here. Strong ryegrass plant, and yeah, loads there, and then nothing, some other weed. So yeah, there is a product we can use to take that out. Quite expensive one, but small. And yeah, that'll take the rape. Not sure if it'll take the grass weeds or not. I can't remember. Something beginning with a B. So yeah, sure the agronomist will come to the plant tomorrow. He'll probably be out looking at the wheats and stuff. Looking at T2 sprays, which will probably come in next week as well, because I think the flag leaf is starting to emerge. Yeah, and another place here with loads of bloody stuff. What an evening. And this week's looking pretty good. Taz, come here! Taz! Not looking too bad. Pretty clean. Did go and have a spy on my neighbour the other night over the hedge. They've got a more uni drill on hire to do plant some I think it's like bird mix for another neighbour. That's kicking up a fair bit of dust, but yeah, that looked quite a good thing really, quite a simple drill. Yeah, we'll pop a bit of footage of that up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video, drop me a comment if you like, tell me how terrible my beans are, or how nice my Texels are if you want to buy a Texel ram, and yeah, subscribe. Catch you soon.